Hi, this is Eric Solomon bringing you the final Monmouth Park Win Early Pick 5 preview for 2021. Closing day, 14 race card, really good day of racing out at Monmouth Park. Probably one of the top 5 cards of the meet, assuming the races stay on the grass. 7 of the 14 races are carded for the turf, so the weather looks perfect. A lot of dry days there now after some rain earlier this week. Most of the races did get taken off yesterday. They did run the stakes race on the grass, so I think they're going to be good to go for the last day today. So I'm assuming they are going to be on the turf. 3 turf races in the Win Early sequence, $48 ticket. Race 1, 16 down to 14K maiden claimers. I am 4 deep. I do really like Noble Cross in this race. Dropping in from maiden special weight, solid debut on a good course. Regressed a little bit in start number 2, takes a big drop in class, goes 2 turns for the first time. Certainly bred to go longer, and again, I like that race on that softer course. Shimmering Light, one of the lighter raced horses in here, could offer some value. In the debut at 5 furlongs, closed a lot of ground after kind of being a little bit slow into stride. Gobbled up some ground late, wasn't really involved in the outcome there, but I think going to 2 turns, Corrales takes over, certainly has a hot hand, won 3 races yesterday, moves into the Jose Sanchez barn, draws the rail in a 2-turn race, so the shortest way around. This horse makes some sense at a bigger number. I think the 6 could also be overlooked in the wagering. Jack Rabbit Quick ran evenly in the debut at 2 turns at this level, 2 interim work, so reason to believe that he could take a step forward here. And then of the horses with a little more experience, I'll use the 9, Can It Happen? I'm willing to draw a line through that last race. It does have some stronger efforts at this level. I am going to try and beat the 2 shorter prices here, both Drum and Drummer with Paco Lopez back today, and then Spiritual King on the outside. I am a little bit concerned because both those horses want to be near the lead, and that's where you've wanted to be on this course. So we'll see very early if you're able to close on this course, because I don't really like those horses' staying ability. So that'll be the acid test in this race. Race 2, I'm only going to go 2 deep here in this 8 down to 7 non-winners of 4 claimer. I think the 2 logicals are Sour Kicks, the 4 dull with better and Starter Allowance Company at Delaware last time out, but strong efforts locally. I think this one can easily rebound here. I think Katie's Cowboy is also interesting. Second time, made her second start since 2019 today. The first one was last 2 weeks ago, and that was the first dirt race since 2018 for this one. Was a winner at 5,000 claiming, moves up in class. Going to need to improve here, but should be a little bit more fit. Race 3, going to go 3 deep in a turf sprint here, 12-5 down to 10-5 open claiming. I like Mr. Who. This horse, two back, only turf sprint in his career. It was a really strong race, closing a lot of ground that day. Again, if you're able to close on this course, and we'll see in that first race, I think this horse is very live in here because I think there's going to be some speed. Our Destiny is one we're going to use. This horse definitely has some speed on the inside. Paco's going to gun with that one. Mr. Edgar, the other one that we're going to use, 2, 3, and 6 here. I'm willing to draw a line through the last with Stakes Company for Mr. Edgar. Sharp here with Claiming Company in sprint condition. I'm a little bit worried about the rider switch to Heriberto Figueroa. He's had some good rides at this meet, and then he's had others that are just total head scratchers. So, it makes me a little nervous because I would have considered singling that horse maybe with a different rider. Race 4, New Jersey bred, 10,000 claimers. Going to go 2 deep here. Double Trouble is the horse we're going to use on top. Looking for a rebound while on the drop in class. Showed some speed and fade last time out. Speed was doing pretty well today. So again, going to be on a part of the course where it's favorable. 2 back, really struggled on a very sloppy course, but has some better efforts prior to that when running with Claiming Company. And then the 2, Lucky Loverboy. This is one of the smartest claims that I've seen at the meet. Kent Sweezy picked this horse up for $5,000. Was in good form. Was in a restricted claiming race. But you know that he has a good understanding of the condition book when he claims him 2 weeks ago with an eye on this race. Because Lucky Loverboy, New Jersey bred, eligible for this race. So this $10,000 claiming race carries a purse of $50,000 with some of the New Jersey bred bonuses. So if this horse were to win this race and be claimed, the profit would be in the range of about $40,000. So 8 times the original claim price. So not bad for a 2-week turnaround. And this one certainly fits in this race. So again, I like that kind of move. That attention to detail shows an outfit that is really top notch. So again, I like that, and I like to play horses like that. Gets this race 5. I'm going to use 2 here. I really like the turf sprint race 3 back from Speed Salsa, the 4. This horse is bred to run well in sprints. 2-step Salsa out of a big drama mare. So sprinting on the turf should be right in this one's wheelhouse, but really has only had one chance to sprint on the turf. It was a good race 3 starts ago. Carlos Montalvo, go back and watch the nightcap, race 14 on yesterday's card. Just shows how well he's been riding, because he really was an aggressive early in that race. The 4 horse who was much shorter price broke well, was on the lead, looked like it was going to just kind of be allowed to lope along. He made a decisive move on that first turn, just kind of shot up and took about a 2-length lead. Shows that he's really paying attention, because there was just a lot of one-paced horses in that race. So he ended up winning with a $41 horse in that race. I didn't have him, but that was a heck of a ride, real smart ride. He's been riding very well here. And then Smooth Pebble, speaking of good riders, you can't talk about good riders and not talk about Paco Lopez, who just continues to put his horses in perfect spots race after race. Christophe Clement, they've teamed up together to win at this meet, and they've got 2 live mounts together on this card. I like the outside draw. I'm not necessarily convinced that 5.5 furlongs is the right distance for this horse, but again, the outside draw and the class relief here should figure very well. That's how I see the win early sequence. Make sure you're paying attention to the 2 stakes races for 2-year-olds, the Smoke Glacken, which runs as race 8 on the program, I believe, and the Now, a $500,000 stakes for some nice 2-year-olds in training. I would imagine the winner would certainly take a swing at the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf at Del Mar in November. So I hope everybody, if you're in the area, one more chance to catch live racing down in the Jersey Shore until May of 2022. Racing shifts to the Monmouth at the Meadowlands meet, I believe starting next week maybe. I think 9 days of racing there. Won't have the full coverage there, but might be able to put some stuff up on the blog, just a couple spot opinions if there's some horses that catch my eye there. Also be taking a look at the Keeneland races starting, I believe that's October 8th on a Friday, so I'll have that up on the blog. So best wishes to everybody. I hope you've been able to cash a lot of tickets at this meet, and if you haven't, hopefully you can make it all up on this big card. There's plenty of chances today. Best wishes to everybody. Have a good one.